am going to say something that people will not agree with, but I'm going to say it anyway. The San Francisco 49ers, sitting at 4-1, are the most dangerous team in the NFL right now. Come on, Damien. I'm waiting. Let me explain why. Every week, you guys see me talk about the injury list for the 49ers. This past Thursday, no Purdy, no Pearsall, Juwan Jennings is out. We know we lost Bosa for the season, and we lost two other players to injury. One is a hand injury. And they won. I sat here in this chair Thursday night telling myself, convincing myself, there's no way San Francisco can win that game in Los Angeles. But a little piece of my heart says, yes, they can. And you're going to miss it if you don't call it. So sure enough, Jones throws a dart to McCaffrey, throws another dart to Kendrick Bourne, and the next thing I know, I'm putting this headset on, watching them complete their first drive in what would turn out to be a 23-20 victory over the Los Angeles Rams. And the question that I ask to this moment in time as we get ready to face off against Tampa Bay is how? How? Just plain how? How the hell did we do that? Because I have no idea, and I can only pin it to the resilience of the San Francisco 49ers. Different parts, except for Jacksonville, same result. And they go to Tampa next week to face another playoff contender in the Buccaneers. Now, last year, we beat them on a walk-off field goal from Jake Moody. And you know what helped us Thursday night? A 58-yard field goal from Eddie Pinheiro that gave the Niners a 23-20 lead at the time, in a situation where I thought they were going to punt the ball. I actually thought they were going to punt the ball. They said, oh, no. Oh, no. We got Smooth Eddie here. Swept the leg and banged it through. And then in overtime, he banged it through from deep and it caught part of the upright. And then the defense stood tall. And then the defense, who had been shredded in the second half by the Rams, made the play. So far, they made the play of the year when they stopped Kyren Williams on 4th and 1. Damien says, I really thought Mike Shanahan would be on the hot seat after losing all those pieces, especially on defense. You know what, Damien? I thought Kyle Shanahan would be on the and it's Kyle Shanahan, not Mike Shanahan. Mike is daddy right now. He would long since retire from the coaching game. But I thought Kyle would be on the hot seat too. Kyle's in his 9th season in San Francisco, if you can believe that. And somehow he's made it work. Except for 2020 and 2024 and rest of 17 and 18, he's made it work. Somehow it always seems to work. Last year, the injuries piled up beyond recognition, and we couldn't do anything about it. We couldn't do a damn thing about it. And I think what doomed us was the game in Minnesota, where Sam Darnold, of all quarterbacks, whipped our tails. And I'm trying not to cuss because we are live on our radio stations today. In fact, that's going to be us going forward. And if you see me looking up, I'm looking up at a sign that says, go national. Done that. Rule, no swearing. Working on that. But come here. Back to these guys. My San Francisco 49ers. 4-1 coming into this year. 4-1. Who saw that coming? I actually San Francisco to win only 10 games. They only won 6 last year. They already have 4 wins. Purdy is due back. Pearsall is due back. Jawan is due back. And we get an extra piece. I think you all know who I'm talking about. George the Animal Kittle is due back this week after being on IR due to a hamstring injury. Due to a hamstring injury, George the Animal Kittle is back. And yes, Kenneth Clark, no more undefeated teams this year because the Patriots, and I talked about them at the top of the show, took care of business against the Bills. And the 49ers came up with a win against the Rams. The walking conspiracy, George. I got to explain that running joke between me and Victor. See, when Kittle signed his extension, Victor went off on my show. He did it playfully, saying there's a conspiracy that the 49ers signed Kittle just to keep messing with the Cowboys. Kittle messes with everybody. And Tiger Stripes, I may have to have you with me when I do a 49er game. Kittle scares everybody. I'm sorry, but for those of you who think Travis Kelce is the better quarterback, or tight end, why am I? But for those of you who think Travis Kelce is the better tight end just because he has Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback, allow me to introduce you to the people's tight end. He can block. He can catch it. I need my button because I can't even use that word, according to my bosses at WQVZ. Listen, let me introduce you to the people's tight end. George the Animal Kittle. Stone Cold Kittle, as was named by Ted Robinson, the former voice of the 49ers. The people's tight end is introduced to you by The Rock himself. And to quote Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, allow me to introduce you to the people's tight end. My man George Kittle can block. He can catch a pass. He can lay the smackdown on your candy. I absolutely love number 85 because he can do all that. He can do all this. That's for you, Cole. George the Animal Kittle is a generational talent, Victor. You are definitely right about that. You're definitely right about that. You ain't going to find another tight. You will never in life find another tight end like George Kittle. Because he can do all this. I want you to see all this. That's for you, Cole. And as long as George the Animal Kittle stays healthy, this time when he returns from injury, the San Francisco 49ers will be complete. They will compete, and they will be the most dangerous team in the NFL. And wait till Brock Purdy gets right. So as you hear, and I have to go to a break with this because y'all hear it every morning. So to all you Brock Purdy, George Kittle, Ricky Pearsall, Jawan Jennings, Christian McCaffrey, and San Francisco 49er haters, shut the up. I had to.